Hello everyone. Hope all of my students are doing very good, very nice. Now today I'm going to explain a very interesting topic that is blood grouping. I am here to just make people understand the basics so that they can expertise themselves in their subjects. So coming to ABO blood group. Let us understand the ABO blood groups and what are the antigens and antibodies present in blood grouping. Here, let us consider a blood group of A. If the blood group is A, then its RBC is having antigen A and it is having antibody B. It is always vice versa. Let me repeat. If the blood group is A, then the RBC is having antigen A and antibody B. If the blood group is B, then the RBC is having the antigen B and it is having an antibody A. If the blood group is AB, then it is having both the antigens, that is A and B. It is having both the antigens and there are no antibodies at all. In the blood group O, what happens is that O means it is having no antigen, but it is having both the antibodies, that is A and B. Now let us learn about the donation of blood. Which blood group can donate to which blood group and things like that. A blood group can donate blood to A and O. B blood group can donate blood to B and O. Here coming back to this AB and O, let me explain briefly about these two blood groups. AB blood group is known as universal recipient. Let me explain why. AB blood group is known as universal recipient, that is because it is having no antibody in it. There are no antibodies in AB blood group. Since there are no antibodies, it can receive blood from all. It can receive blood from everyone. But it can donate blood only to AB. So AB blood group is known as universal recipient and O blood group is known as universal donor. Why? Because O blood group is called universal donor because it is having both the antibodies and it is having no antigen. Since there is no antigen, it is universal donor. So O blood group, we can give blood to everyone, but it can receive blood only from O. So these things are the basics which everybody should know. Now, since I already told that O blood group there is no antigen, but it has an antigen known as H antigen, which in turn gets converted to A in some people after transfusion, and in turn it gets converted to B in another people after transfusion. But it is universal donor. It can give blood to all since there is no antigen in it. Now, let me explain a very important thing about the mother's blood group. The mother's blood group plays a very important role in the childbirth process. In the case, if the mother is RH negative, so this RH thing I didn't explain, right? Yeah, let me explain about this RH factor. What is this RH factor is that RH factor means it was discovered from a monkey known as rhesus monkey. It has an antigen known as D antigen. If RH factor is present, then it is a positive blood group. If Rh factor is absent, then it is known as Rh negative blood group. For example, let us take an example, if A negative, if negative blood group, if that gets transfused to A positive blood group, then what happens is that blood clumping or agglutination takes place, and it is very dangerous and it is fatal. So this Rh factor plays a very major role in blood transfusion process. Now let us come to this mother's blood group and the fetal blood group. Let me explain how this process happens. In case if the mother is Rh negative and the fetus is Rh positive, then the mother's antibodies cross the placenta and start destroying the fetal RBCs, WBCs and platelets. For the first baby, there is no problem. Because within 72 hours after parturition, the doctors gave a RhoGAM injection for the mother, so that for the second baby there is no problem. For the second baby it is not fatal for the second baby. But if this RhoGAM injection is not given, then the fetus may collapse. It may die. These RhoGAM injections are the anti-Rh antibodies. It is given to the mother within 72 hours after birth of the baby. Then there is no problem for the second baby's birth. Otherwise, this agglutination or clumping happens, destroying the fetal RBCs and destroying the fetus, and it is very fatal. So RhoGAM injections are very necessary for the Rh negative mothers. So this is very important. If the mother is Rh negative, this is very important. If the mother is Rh negative, then all these precautions have to be taken. I hope my video is useful for most of my students. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.